Alright everyone, so standing right behind me is my Florence Storm simulator, and what it does is it'll simulate conditions identical to what you'll experience in the upcoming days. And so I've already talked too much, so let's just get right into this. So I'm going to step in the storm simulator, and then I'm just going to turn this bad boy on.
When I first became a pledge, all of the Clark guys mystified me, but one stood out above them all. JayTV. I feel like I know him well, but not well enough. I want to get inside his head, figure out how he thinks, and get to the roots of why he does the things he does. But I can't do this alone, so my pledge brother Graham and I sought out to some of Jay's closest friends.
Just kind of get situated, gotta focus.
If you had to describe Jay Whitaker in one word, what would that word be?
Oh God, I should have studied.
Machine. He's just a freak of nature. Like, if he puts his mind to something, he's doing it. 99 fishing, a case of beer, lip tat.
They thought we were lying. Here we go. Let's do it. He's good.
What's happening? Here we are. 80 pie. Let's do it.
Punching glass.
Can I get your nicotine, Summer?
Pulling trig without his fingers. He's an animal.
I feel like I can't put it as one word, but it's a mixture of chaotic and one of the best people I've ever met. I'll put it at that.
Anomaly. You know, he's just not like anyone else. His own person, and I don't know if anyone else could ever replicate the JayTV.
An enigma, probably.
An enigma, because you just never know what you're gonna get all over the place.
There's like times where Jay will never say anything to you and just be super quiet, do his own thing.
Unpredictable.
And then there's other times where he's like off the wall, like an absolute animal.
A wild card would be a good way to put it.
One word. I have a sentence that I could.
You can do a sentence.
He's the smartest dumb fuck I know.
Burnett's. Back in the Chamberlain days that I know of, Jay would always pull up with a Yeti, and in that Yeti was Burnett's and LaCroix. And the only time I ever took a sip of that cup was probably one of the worst sips I've ever taken.
The man can get A's on engineering exams without studying at all, being blackout drunk the night before, but then will do the dumbest shit, like when we have videos of him just walking around campus randomly doing backflips and failing every single one of them.
He would just faceplant on the ground?
No, he would just bust his ass. Like, he would get like a 3/4 way of the way there and just bust his ass on the ground.
George was right. JayTV is an animal. JayTV loves animals. But one thing I learned through all of this is that animals love JayTV too. Especially raccoons.
I've thrown up. He's been like really interested. Where is he? Raccoon!
He is interested in your throw up.
Just food.
Oh, I got food for him.
Here he comes.
Finish that and then we can go, so.
No. What is happening right now, dude?
Is he eating it?
There he goes.
What's your earliest memory of Jay?
That's gotta be probably from a Phi Tau party back at Everett when I was not even a pledge yet. It's either gotta be us dancing to I Love McConan, like in the little like pong room or whatever. Either that or that one time when he was trying to like throw up by hitting his gag reflex, like pulling trig, and he just couldn't. He was like wearing this like red bandana on his head or whatever. Just like gagging himself over and over again. It was quite the experience. That one stuck in there.
Hey, what you doing? What you doing?
Smoking a cig.
Yeah.
Hey, Bryce, what you think about that?
Probably when I met him. I met Jay freshman year. We had chem together, and we had like talked 2 times, and then we ended up both rushing and obviously joining the same fraternity. So, yeah, long time.
I love this fraternity. Like Captain's Hall.
First time I met Jay was at the first rush party that I went to, which I did not shit my pants at, for the record. And I talked to him in the backyard of Everett for about an hour, and he pretty much convinced me to rush because I was very on the fence about it. And I was like, dang, this guy's really cool. He's been very helpful, very like informational to me. Saw him as a good resource. And then he informed me later on that he had no recollection of ever meeting me or having that conversation, but it did convince me to rush Phi Tau.
My earliest memory of Jay, again, Chamberlain. This was when I first became a pledge, fall 20. I was probably, me and a few of the other pledge brothers were the only sober souls in that entire building. And I hear a ruckus down by Thomas Walsh's room. And so, you know, I want to see what's going on, so I walk over.
There were these little glass window panes, like just past like the foyer, like as you're coming into the house.
Yeah.
And there are 8 panes. 2 of them still had glass in them.
And there's a crowd around Jay, and he's stood right in front of a glass panel next to the doorway. And everyone's cheering him on to do something. He's got something wrapped around his hand. And he unwraps it, as Jay would. And he just full force punches straight through this glass, and the entire thing shatters.
Matt Good was like egging him on, like trying to make him punch it, and I was too a little bit. And Will Stites was like no, stop.
Don't do it.
And so it was like an angel on the shoulder, devil on the shoulder moment. And then he wrapped up his hand like he was gonna do it.
Oh, okay.
And then Will was like, nah, bro, chill, stop.
So
and he was like,
thought it through a little bit.
yeah, and he, but then like Will was like, yo, stop. And he was like, okay, and then took the shit off his hand, and then
He took the shit off his hand?
yeah, and then punched it, and his hand was bleeding a good amount.
He's bleeding everywhere, all over the floor. And there's 2 things I can think of. 1, what the fuck? And 2, I'm gonna have to clean up his blood on the floor. But he did it, and he did not flinch after. Everyone else was worried. He was having a great time just looking at the blood pour out of his hand. Yeah.
Did you have to clean it up?
Yes, yeah, I did.
I'm sure.
It was really funny, dude. He gets the look in his eyes sometimes when he's fucked up, and that's when you know. Yeah.
The machine takes over and
Yeah.
Jay leaves.
Why am I naked?
What are you doing?
Where's my nicotine?
Earliest memory, I don't know about earliest, but the main one that comes to my mind is I have a very fond memory of him coming home from his ass tattoo.
Tattoo?
Yeah, he has a KKG ass tattoo.
My earliest memory was it was our first date function. It was risky business. We had champagne and shackles, and it was early on in our pledgeship, and Jay didn't have a date, so I set him up with my girlfriend at the time, Emily's sweet mate, and we got there with her. She arrived with me, and 20 minutes after we got there, she was alone in the house, and I said, "Where's Jay?" She said, "I don't know." I go check out front. He's laying down, face down on the couch on the front porch of Everett, throwing up everywhere, just only in boxers and a white polo button-up shirt. And he slept there that night because we had I know for a fact that he did, because we had a tailgate the next morning, and we all got there at 6 a.m. and he was still out on the front porch of Everett, just slept there overnight.
I miss like the first like J era, the 2511, because I was like spring 20 pledge.
Yeah.
And when the G Blair became a thing, that was like this little like hut that was next to 2511, and we would just chill in there and smoke.
Nice.
That's when like I first like started getting to know Jay. That's probably like the tamest version of Jay.
I had to see it for myself, where all of the shenanigans happened. I needed to see where the glass was broken, where Sam cleaned the blood, and whoever lives there now may never know the memories that were made.
Graham, what are we doing right now?
Visiting the old house.
Let's go. There she is, boys. Wow. Wonder which window Jay broke.
Oh,
It's in there somewhere.
Yep.
Say hi to the fans, Graham.
What's up?
Okay, side note, we're outside of Chamberlain right now. What the fuck?
You think Jay broke these two?
Jay definitely broke those. That was after the window. Filming while driving. Woo! Yep. Breaking the law. There's the fabled basketball courts. Oh, we go straight, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm guessing it's one of these. Oh, it's this one. It's either that one or it's that one. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's probably that one. I don't know. Here we are, boys. Oh.
How does it focus?
It'll autofocus, yeah.
There it is.
Damn, it's kind of a sick ass shot. We got like a roller.
What's your favorite memory of Jay?
My favorite Jay Whitaker story happened in 2019. We were coming back from Thomas Wallace's 21st birthday party. We rode the Wolf Line back to Greek Village, and we got back, and Brett Hugler and a few other people were hanging out downstairs in the living room. Nothing else really going on. I said, all right, guys, good night. Go up to my room. 20 minutes later, realized that I need to go back downstairs and fill up my water bottle. I come back downstairs. Jay Whitaker is sitting on the couch, leg completely busted open, blood everywhere, and they're all trying to fix him up and get him cleaned up, and I just asked what happened, and Brett Barefoot said, well, Jay said he wanted DP-Dos. They walk outside of Greek Village, and Jay trips over the curb onto the street and completely busts his leg open. The next day was our parents' tailgate, and he had to hide his open leg wound in jeans from his parents on a 95-degree summer day.
Sophomore year, we had a mixer with 80 pie for homecoming, and I had walked home. I was sober that night, and he called me and asked me if I could drive him to a tattoo shop to get a lip tattoo of the 80 pie letters. And at first I said no because I thought it was a bad idea, but then I just thought it was funny. So we drove in the pouring rain at 2 a.m. to Gifted Styles in North Raleigh, about 20 minutes away, and I held his hand on the little tattoo bed he was laying on, and some very suspect characters tattooed Jay at 2 a.m.
Both of the tattoos he did not pay a dime for. They were both paid for by the sorority girls.
I think he liked it. I think he didn't regret it too much. He ended up becoming Mr. 80 Pie, so that I guess it worked out.
I'm gonna drive us home.
Yeah, you could. Favorite memory is we were in GV and the power went out, so we decided not to go to class, and we split a fifth and then went to Fountain, and we were very hammered, and then came home and played zombies.
Nice.
What's good, Jay?
That's probably fun.
It's mounted up on top.
We went to, this was when we had Chamberlain, we went to Stanhope for someone's birthday party.
Nice.
It was at this girl Paige's apartment, and I don't know why, but Jay and Matt Good, like as we were leaving, Paige was basically like kicking everyone out, and Jay and Matt Good were like, let's just throw up all over the place. And then they did. All over the place in Paige's apartment, like all over the floor. There was like this one like hallway that was like on the other side of where everyone was, so they just went in there and
threw up.
Yeah. And then
set his mind to it, apparently.
yeah, and that's the first time I saw Jay pull trig without his fingers. Like he literally just like does that and fucking like yaks. It's pretty cool. He is a machine.
There's a lot to pick from. If you could see my Snapchat videos, there's eons of videos of him, but probably our freshman year in the old tailgate lot, the ECU game, it was the last game of the season. Jay had like 2 soda bottles filled with like rum and coke or something, or Dr. Pepper or something, and I think he drank both them in like 30 minutes and was like blackout within like the first hour. And this was a noon game, so we're talking like 8:30 in the morning. And he is like dancing on the stage, and like it's really funny. And they ended up having to take him home at like 9:45 or something. He didn't even make it more than like 2 hours at the game. That was definitely probably one of the best moments.
In our apartment. You are.
Favorite memory? I love like just all the times we were like at Chamberlain, just like drunk as fuck, because like he would always be like the last one there, him and like Bryce, and like he would just like sleep on the couch and just like be vibing and all that stuff. So a lot of my favorite memories of Jay are like the late nights like I've had with him, like always like a couple people up, and it's always a good time.
Nice.
Fuck him up.
It's fucked now.
You broke it?
Look at the brake. That shit is not supposed to go that way.
I heard a crack. I don't know if it was a twig.
I think it was a twig.
What's the most impressive thing you've seen Jay do?
Oh goodness.
Oh, fuck, I gotta think about this for a second.
He used to drink like straight Taka, which is pretty impressive and gross.
Finished an entire handle of Taka. I don't know if it was in one night, but it was definitely in a very short amount of time.
Holy cow. Miss me with a little beat, because it's not a Xanax, you know. It's a Zen. You already know. Big fat T Daddy got fucking it on.
I think the most impressive thing I've seen him do is just have the drunken courage to get 2 tattoos 2 weeks in a row. One for KKG and one a lip tap for Pi Phi. The KKG one's on his ass. Oh, 80 Pi, I'm sorry. 80 Pi is on his ass. No, whatever. 2 random sororities at NC State have branded their letters onto Jay Whitaker's body permanently.
We're gonna share the feast we got earlier, despite the amount of perks in it.
Probably the pulling trig with no fingers.
Oh, they're like,
He also very impressively made a spreadsheet detailing what was the most price effective per alcohol or something like that for like what he should buy because he was poor and wanted alcohol that would get him fucked up. He's also known to have been like crush a case in one night, which is also pretty impressive. So
he was one of the heaviest drinkers, but not just for like an hour or two. Some people just drink heavily and then die. Jay drinks heavily and keeps going, and he's usually the last person in Chamberlain.
I was really impressed when he just like shaved his head like clean bald. Maybe not impressive in like the feat, but just the will to do that. I don't know if there's another person out here that would not only buzz cut their hair, but then just shave it just straight bald. Like, that was bold.
When I was pledging in spring 19, we had the DG Brotherhood event, and bro was dressed up like a biker and was blackout drunk, and we were all telling him he needed to throw up, and he promised me that there was no way he could ever make himself throw up. And I watched him shove his hand down his throat, gagging for upwards of 30 to 45 seconds, and nothing came out. So he was correct.
Wow.
That good is the imposter.
Yo, I saw him. Yeah, I didn't do that shit. It wasn't me. Pick that shit up. You piece of shit. Spilling shit everywhere. God damn it. Pledge. Who does this guy think he is? Spilling food everywhere. His head is kind of high.
No, it's not yours. Unless you steal it.
Why though? Why?
What the fuck is that?
Someone should help him. He needs help.
Spicy shit. Get the fucking big
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of tasty.
Any other memories you would like to share about Jay?
I think when Jay was dressed up as Penny, I don't remember what event it was. It was at Clark last semester, and he had the ass with it, he had the sunglasses, and I have a vivid memory of towards the end of the night, he is sitting down on one of the disgusting stages that we have in there. He's got a 24-pack of natties, he's got a cig in his mouth with it, and he's smoking that thing with the sunglasses on and the camo hat. That's a good memory.
What did Penny think of him dressing up like?
He was pretty impressed because I think it was spitting image. I think he was looking in the mirror.
I actually credit him with saving my life because there was a time where I was very, very drunk our freshman year when we were pledging. It was either the semester after or the semester we were pledging, and he took me home with my roommate and backpacked me, and I woke up to throw up on my pillow. So I would say that if he didn't backpack me, I would have thrown up in my sleep and potentially choked. So I'll credit him with my life for that one.
There's just a lot of late night Jay Whitaker blackout or on the way to being blackout memories I have with him. He was always, especially in our pledge class, he was always the life of the party. One of the funniest dudes I know will be funny just without even trying to be. Like, he's funny, he's really funny when he tries to be, but he could just say the most solid, like straight edge, off the cuff thing and just be hilarious and say it in a way that's just hilarious that makes everyone fucking laugh.
Fucking mouth!
Do it!
On the mouth!
Do it!
You think I give a fuck?
Oh! Alright, how do you feel about it now? Make that 4.
When we have an event here and he like is JTVing you, like after like the majority of the happenings are over and then you're just like vibing with Jay and like a couple other people, that's definitely like fun as fuck. I love talking to Jay.
One time he got really drunk when we lived together junior year, and he was so drunk we lived at the Standard, and he was so drunk he was like trying to bite through the Standard countertop. Which is like granite or like fake granite. It was really funny, but
probably, I mean, nothing specific, but anytime I've been JTV'd has been a memorable occurrence. I've sat through hours of talks about completely irrelevant topics that he doesn't even remember talking about. RuneScape, random memories from classes, things like that. I don't know, probably just, I don't know, getting JTV'd is one of the best things I've ever had happen to me, so.
Who? Give it to us now! Who's that now? Who is that? Who is that?
When me and Jay lived together at the Standard, I don't remember. I think it was it definitely was. It was a mixer downtown, you know, bar tab, whatever. A lot of drinks, and we come back. It's like, oh no, actually it was a Halloween party, and we come back and it's like 3 a.m. in the morning, and I hear the water running. I thought like someone out there left the sink on. I walk out there, and Jay's like standing in the hallway, like butt ass naked, peeing on the wall. And I like yelled at him. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, "Taking a piss." I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" And I was like, "Bro, you're in the hallway." And he's like, "Oh," and then just like turns around and walks into his room. And then I have pictures of it. And like the next morning, I made him like clean up the fucking pee off the wall, and I have pictures of him sitting on the floor cleaning off our wall. It was just So he does that shit often.
I liked your jokes. I liked your jokes. If I'm the only one that saw Sung rip the bong, and then just like there was like an arc out of the bong of like flashing water. I can't be the only one.
One like thing that I always remember about Jay from Greek Village House is the hot bus umbrella girl story. Might have to get him to explain that. He might do it better than me, but there was this girl that Jay identified on a bus one time, like I'm pretty sure, and she just like had an umbrella or something, and eventually he like met her again and like had her at a function one time, and I believe that they were a little slightly romantically involved for a little bit there, and it was just it was quite the time, the Jay experience.
Would you consider Jay a ladies man?
Jay a ladies man. I think the ladies like Jay more than Jay likes the ladies, you know. There's nothing, Jay doesn't need the ladies, you know, but the ladies need Jay.
It's too good for him.
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, all right. The ladies couldn't do without him.
Well, thanks for being here today.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Alright, son. I'm in khaki pants. It feels like I might have pissed my pants.
I told you.
Please tell me you got that.
Right side of my right side of my
Empty.
Empty
as fuck.
empty as fuck.
Is there anything over here where it might lead you to leave?
Maybe if we lift you up, your phone will be underneath.
Come here, Rex. Come and lift me up. Lift me up.
2, 1. Oh. There. Pink case.
That's him.
That's you.
Your phone.
Yeah, you see that shit, George? I'm a fucking genius.
Jay. Genius.
Hey, Jay, you want a dab?
No!
Oh.
He does.
Where's my phone?
Yes.
I'm gonna dab.
You're a yellow man,
You're a
right?
fucking dick.
Yeah.
Let him take the dab. You're a fucking dick.
Water. Water. And, you know, let's go to the bathroom. You know. Square yourself.
I'm being sexually harassed.
No, you're not.
Somebody help me. Bro, what are you doing? Okay, I think it's time to go to bed.
After all of the information, all of the good times, all of the videos and pictures, I needed someone close to JayTV, someone a lot more intimate.
It takes a few years, but they break bones. It takes a few months, but
If you had to describe Jay Whitaker in one word, what would that word be?
Entertaining. He does a lot of stupid. Can I cuss?
Yes.
He does a lot of stupid shit. But it's really funny. So he can only be described as Jay. You can't describe him as anything else other than he's Jay.
What's your earliest memory of Jay?
The first time we met was in the backseat of my brother's car. My brother was also in Phi Tau, and he was giving Jay a ride home from our freshman year. There was a hurricane, so we got sent home, and that was how we met.
What's your favorite memory of Jay?
My favorite memory? There's a couple. There's some really funny ones. I would say my favorite memory, Flannels and Handles was fun our freshman year. That was our first date function. But then our first party was really fun because my brother didn't know that we were a thing. And so I showed up, I think it was Andy Ramirez's apartment. We showed up together and my brother comes up to me and says, "How are you here? Who are you here with?" And I say, "I'm here with Jay." And he sends in the group me at Jay Whitaker is dead to me. And it was hilarious.
What do you think afterwards?
He was cool with it. He didn't mind.
What's the most impressive thing you've seen Jay do?
Probably deep throat a popsicle. He did that a lot. It was honestly kind of concerning how much he did it, but that man has no gag reflex.
How far could he stick the popsicle down?
All the way down.
All the way?
All the way down.
To the stick?
Yep. Oh no, the entire stick was in his mouth. Full popsicle, stick in the mouth, yep.
Are there any other memories that you would like to share about Jay?
Oh, okay. One of the funniest memories, it wasn't funny at the time, but it's hilarious now, was when Eric Drew had to basically carry him home from a mixer at the Everett house. And he shows up to my freshman dorm room wearing a do-rag, shit-faced, and he sits in my dorm room. There's like 6 other girls in there just hanging out, and he sits there drooling into the trash can, biting the trash can, and also trying to lick everyone's feet in the room. And then he locks himself in the single occupant bathroom, won't open the door, and when we finally get him to open the door, he's laying face down on the floor. And that's one of my favorite memories of Jay because it's hilarious. And it's such a Jay moment.
Just out of curiosity, was the do-rag red?
It was either red or black, I can't remember. He came home smelling like straight liquor and cigarettes. It was disgusting.
That's Jay Whitaker right there.
That is Jay Whitaker.
Alright, well thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's it.
It's fine.
He closed himself. Yeah, what am I gonna do? Just like smack the fuck out of it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's right there. Oh.
Where'd it go?
Can I? Is this even gonna kill it? Like
No.
So what do you want me to do?
Get a shoe. You gotta slide.
Give me your fucking shoe. Yeah, I'm gonna go 1 foot around here.
Nicer than those. Oh wait, no.
I'm not walking around. I'm not hopping around on 1 foot. Dude, I don't want to get that close to it.
I'll fucking do it.
I feel like I should do it. But
Well, you have a wasp.
I don't want to kill it.
You got the. You can't be a wasp killer if you don't kill a wasp.
You have the reach. But the reach doesn't matter because it's still gonna be right by my hand.
You have the lowest chance of getting stung in like vital organ.
Because we.
I agree with that.
I don't want to do that. Give me that shit.
One here.
Yeah, give this man the shot.
I'm a bitch.
Where is it? Is this on the window? Yeah.
Eric Drew, bitch, top left corner.
Sorry.
Give it like 3 or 4 hits to.
Oh, hey, I don't want to fly.
Rile it up.
I'll get it if it flies.
With the broom. Is it like back there?
But it turns out that the money was an absolute necessity for me. I trembled at the
Do you want me to like shake the
But
Look at him.
What the fuck?
Ready?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, his guts are on that shit.
Yep.
Kill cam.
Big man.